everybody. Welcome. It's a beautiful year, and we would love to wish you together a happy new year. And of course, we are at the Women's Health Specialist Hospital. I am your girl, constant and always Dr. K. Dusty in the here, and I'm not here alone. We're starting the new year with our staff. They're very intellectual, very resourceful staff additional. How are you feeling this new year?
Fine, happy new year.
Happy New Year to you too. We always do this to encourage people, to inspire and motivate, to remind that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. And we're here again today with a beautiful story, a beautiful case to review, a beautiful case to testimony, to encourage you that if it has happened to someone, it sure can happen to you too. So, Stephanie, what story do you have for me today?
This brings me to a patient. The first time she walked into this facility was 2023, and she came in with, as a 2 years of diabetes treatment. So, during this pre-taking, we found out that she had been in hospital before, where she was seen to have fibroids. So she was planned for open myectomy. That's the liver of the surgery of the fibroid. Right. So when she was opened up, they find out that the entire pelvis is frozen, meaning everything is burned down. They could not do anything. So they opened her and they closed her back because they don't want to touch anything.
Please explain what it means for the pelvis to be frozen.
Right. It's just like the uterus, which is the womb, the head bags, everything is adhered. This is something we call adhesions. Everything is adhered together. So if you try to separate one, it will cause damage to the intestine. So because I think the hospitals were trying to prevent damage, complications, so they could not touch anything. So they just closed that back, and after the surgery, they explained to her. So and in her history too, she said since she started menstruating, she'll be having severe menstrual pain, very severe dysmenorrhea. She said her period, she can bleed for longer time. 10 days or clotted blood with severe pain. So that has been going on since she started because the first was about 7 years before she came. So when she came, we scanned her so that there was fibroid, and we came up with the diagnosis of endometriosis based on the investigation that we did. There was collection in her ovaries, both the right and the left ovary.
What does that mean? Collection.
We see like there is the ovary is bigger than the uterus side, and there's like a fluid. It's huge in it. So we're not sure the type of fluid it was, whether it was just water or blood collection. So we plan to, because to be honest, the location of the fibroid does not really affect conception, but the major concern was the endometriosis, the painful message, and the fact that there is a collection, there is a fluid collection in the ovaries. So we planned for let us go and drain this fluid through the vagina. So that was the plan before, to do transvaginal drainage of the fluid. But in the process of the transvaginal drainage, we found out that when we finished, what we drained was pus, foul-smelling pus. That's what we drained. We drained about 300 mils the first drainage. Then we found out that as we are draining one pocket, the another pocket is filling up. So we don't know where the fluid was, but we find out that when we drained, yes, we completed our drain, another one filled up almost immediately. So we stopped the vaginal drainage after we got about 300 mils. So
can you explain 300 mils? Normal syringe is 20 mils. Like that big syringe.
It's better if I use a bottle, a Coke bottle, but it's not. Coke bottle is 500 mils, so just picture 300 mils. Where side would it be with a Coke bottle? So something around that size. Alright, so after the drainage, I found out that there is more collection even after the drainage. Then we advised for laparotomy because of the fluid. We need to drain, and the fact that when she came, the usual thing after it was about 16 weeks size. It's just like you are being pregnant.
So she was pregnant.
Yeah, for about 4 months. That's 16 weeks. So that was the size of the uterus thing. So the best option that we had was to open her up. Let's see what was going on. So during the surgery, we ensured that everything was present, even in general surgery, just in case, because we already had a previous indication that there was a frozen pelvis. So that means there is adhesion everywhere.
Everyone.
So a specialist that deals with intestine must be present. So we ensured that was on ground. So during the surgery, with the help of the general surgeon, the gynae doctor was able to assess the uterus. So because true to what the other hospital said they saw, it was like that too. There was adhesion everywhere. So it takes the general surgeon to scrub in, separate the uterus from the intestine before we're able to assess the uterus. So we're able to remove the fibroids, and true to what the scan said, there was pelvic collection of pus. Pus was foul smelling, and both the right and left ovary, there was, I think from the one of the ovaries, it was chocolate colored like cyst that was there, and the other ovary, it was pus, and it was foul smelling. Emphasis on foul smelling.
But what was causing the
infection? Endometriosis. Yeah, that was the source. So we drained it, and the surgery was successful. I think she was discharged about 4 days after the surgery. So 6 months after the surgery, when she came for review, we had to place her on Reproductive and DHEA and some other medication to suppress the endometriosis and help cope with the pain. I said that she has severe dysmenorrhea. So 6 months after, 6 to 7 months after the procedure, then she was stable and all, able to raise money to come for IVF. So when she came for IVF, she did IVF, and after the whole procedure, to the glory of God, she was able to achieve pregnancy. And then currently she's pregnant with twins.
Stop it! Oh, congratulations. I don't want to say all about ourselves. Oh, but that is so nice. But then she has to wait like 6 to 7 months.
Yes. I think it's not like we're going to give her that period of time to wait.
Okay, there was a financial restraint.
Yes. She has to pay for the surgery, then they have to go again, gather money for the IVF. And I think they were thinking maybe they were able to conceive naturally after the surgery, but because of the situation of the adhesion, the fallopian tube blocked, we could not even the ovary itself was even born in adhesion, so probably the fallopian tube will be blocked. So the only option we have was IVF. So after the surgery, we have to explain that to them. So they have to think about getting the money and all of that. So it took them, and because ideally after the surgery, she's free to go ahead with IVF 3 months after for the body to heal and all of that. But the extra time was them trying to source for money.
Someone asked me a question, or I heard someone ask a question. And the question was like, if IVF is such a solution to so many problems, why is it expensive?
IVF is expensive, yes, because this is technology. And another thing is, most of the resources that we use are not resources that we can get from this country. So we get them from outside the country. So, and it is technology. Technology is expensive.
So I mean, you can save up, partner, find ways to get it, because that situation that seemed like there's no breakthrough, if you invest in maybe IVF or whatever procedure, you can actually end up getting pregnant. So we want to say congratulations, of course, to them that got pregnant. And I mean, it's a sign that it does not matter. Even if they say, they said,
I think the previous hospital that she went to, when it was part of her history that she told her that she was told that she had 20% chance of able to carry a pregnancy. That was what she was told then. That she only had 20% chance that she'll be able to conceive, or 10% chance that she'll be able to carry a pregnancy. And they found that 20% chance
is now a baby carrier. Woo! Someone say woo! Yes, clock it. Aye, clock it, y'all. I'm sorry I got to do that. So yeah, even people with such feedback, like 2 years, or you can't even get pregnant, you can't carry a baby, that's 20% chance. Guess what? In the right places, in the right spaces, and maybe in the right time, you can end up carrying a baby. Thank you so much, Alicia, for this tour through this case. If you know anybody that has similar situations, please, you can reach out to them, to them this video. There's always hopefully at the end of the tunnel. And the reason why we're doing this is so that we can encourage you to not give up. We really desire with you that you carry your babies, you become mothers, right? So thank you so much for getting to this point. We are at the Middle Women's Health Specialist Hospital, and in this place, seeking won't find babies. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. Oh Lord, I forgot to say you should like, share, and subscribe. So do that. See you guys next time. Bye.